Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are in the field, and that's because it's the day we need to try and get this thing moving. So I've got the drive shaft and I've got the bottom arm and I've got some wheels, and these all came from Minitech in Bury and a guy called Joe. So Joe, I know you're going to watch this. Thank you very much, like I said before, for sorting me out with these bits. I've got a card here. So Joe contacted me through YouTube on the first video of this Mini and said that he worked at Minitech. I'd heard of Minitech, I'd been before for some bits and pieces for, remember the Mini Soho that we did, and the other Mini as well. I got a few bits from there from, but Joe worked there, so he had a good look through the store and had a look what they had and sorted me out. So these are the people. Leave that a second for you just to read. If you can't read it, get yourself on Google. Google Minitech. Any mini parts that you need to get in touch with these guys. They've got everything, and if they haven't got it, they'll get it for you. I can't recommend them more enough. They've done me really good on these parts, and I'll be going back for some more parts for this as well. So I'll show you all the bits we've got, and then we're going to crack on, get in and get this back on its feet so it can get off the truck and we can get it away and put it away in the unit. Don't like it out here really too much, so I'll show you the bits and then we'll crack on. So just a quick recap. The issue with this corner is drive shaft. The other end of it is gone, and our bottom arm is, not only is it bent, it's completely just ripped out the fitting, isn't it? And obviously the wheel is no more. Absolutely no more. It's had some serious hit, that wheel, hasn't it? And if you remember the first video on this, I said at the time, I'm not keen on these wheels. They're 18s, but I just don't like them. There's not enough. The holes are too big. You can see too much. Just looks stupid. So I've got a replacement drive shaft. All good with that. That's exactly for this car. So no issues. A replacement bottom arm with all the bushings in, ball joint, ready to go straight on. And I've got a set of genuine John Cooper Works Cup alloys. So these are the 18s again, so they'll fit over the brakes. Obviously they're not new, they're from Minitech again. Could perhaps do with a very light refurb. It's just the lacquer in places on the polished face needs redoing, so I might redo that. The paint's fine, just needs a clean. But the tyres, great tyres all around. So loads on them. And they're all Pirellis as well, so they're probably the original tyres. So this car probably didn't do many miles, so I've got a full set of 4 of them for us to put on and get rid of them horrible alloys. So there's nothing else to do, is there, but dive in and get on with it. So I think the most difficult part is going to be jacking this car up. I think if I take this strap off, take that strap off, we might get the jack under at the back somewhere, get it jacked up at the back, put some wood under the front, move the jack forwards and then jack it up at the front, perhaps. Might be an idea. So I'll give it a go, let's crack on. Right, we got there in the end, got it up in the air. Bit of faffing around, but that's in a perfect position for us now. Got plenty of clearance under it. Got a crate under there just in case. It'll give us good access now to get that wheel off, shaft out, bottom arm off, and then reverse it all and put it all back together. Let's do this. These wheels had spacers on them. Now the spacers not so much an issue, but because the spacers were on, they were only actually engaged by 3.5 threads in terms of, you know, full rotations, which isn't a lot really, is it? And you know, the spigot ring in the wheel wasn't tight, so you could move the wheel around a little bit, you know, when it's loose. Oh no, not the best, but hey, let's keep going. We're getting there. It's just this control arm, because it's just literally peeled open, the bushing is still in the subframe and it's being a pig to come out. But that control arm is absolutely shagged, in it. Knackered. There's our drive shaft. But yeah, there's that bushing in there. It just will not come out, so I'll keep persevering with it. I'll get there in the end. Okay, got it in the end. So everything's looking good. Subframe, spot on, not a mark, perfect condition. Fixing points for the back of the control arm in the frame, all okay. I've had a bit of a look at the hub. Can't see anything really, no cracks or anything because it is an alley hub this. Can't see anything, and it looks like steering arms are fine as well. I thought they were bent, but it's just the way it was pushed back by the looks of it. I think it looks okay, so I think we can go ahead and put it back together. We will obviously, when it's in the unit, I'll have a proper good look over it, make sure. But by the looks of it, it looks okay. So for now, it's going to go back together so we can get it off this truck. Right, well that flew back together. Far easier than taking it apart, that's for definite. And you know, all looks good. Very happy. So all there's left to do is tidy up my tools and throw one of these wheels on it, and then it'll be ready to roll off then. That's going to be tomorrow though, I think. So perhaps we'll throw that last bit, I'll throw that last bit in the video as well tomorrow. Because I need to shift the Peugeot in the morning first out the unit. And then this can go in. So yeah, I'll throw a wheel on, tidy up a bit, and yeah, I'll just give you a quick look at it then. And then I think we'll resume this video tomorrow and get it off and in the unit. Right, well the wheel's on. I put it in, I lowered the car, and I'm like, the hell, this sits quite high. I was expecting it to be a bit lower, you know. It's quite high, so I climbed up, I opened the door, jumped on the sill, and I'm like, bloody hell, this suspension's rock hard. I weren't expecting that. Went around the other side, tried that side to make sure it weren't this, bouncing away, and I'm like, Jesus, this is some stiff suspension. I thought I had a little look under it, and I've left the frigging pallet under it, so it just sat on pallet. Oh, dearie me. So I'm going to jack it up again, take the pallet out, and perhaps it might sit a bit less like a frigging monster truck the next time. Let's find out. What am I like? So pallet's out. It's not so much lower, but you can bounce it now, and it actually bounces like actual suspension. I think because I've still got that side strapped down, the old car's just a little bit, you know what I mean. When you put a car down off a jack, you have to move it for it to settle. It's not quite settled, so I think it'll drop still a bit yet. But that's the cut wheels. So these are designed to go over the big calipers as well, so we have good clearance. I'm not happy about these bolts. They're obviously not the originals, but I've just put them on for now. I'm gonna ask Minitech for the bolts they took off. Do you know the car these wheels come off? So we know they're normal spec then. So yeah, I think for today, well yeah, for this part of the video, I'm going to leave it there, and I'll come back tomorrow and we'll finish off this video just getting it off, and then we'll know for definite if the gearbox works, because I'm going to run it quickly to get it off, so we know, just run it into the unit, and then it's going to be a case of stripping all that front end off then and finding out exactly what we need to replace. But we made some progress. You know, it's as far as I'm concerned, it's a run and drive now, as long as it does run and drive. I'll tell you what I didn't do in my excitement the other day. I wanted to come over and make sure that the gearbox was okay, because I think you'll remember in the video that I showed you the car, the gear stick was rammed solid. It wouldn't move anywhere. So I came over the other day and I whipped the crash bar off just to release the pressure off the rad pack, because it had pushed right back onto the gearbox, and that freed up the gear stick, and it moves through all 6 gears and reverse. So I'm pretty confident there's not going to be any issues there, but it'll be nice to actually see the thing move under its own power, won't it? So we'll do that, like I said, tomorrow in the end of this video. So I'm going to get cleaned up now, get on my get my tools packed up, and get out of here, because it's a bit of a miserable day really, so I don't want to be out here any longer than I have to be. And I will catch you in the I'll catch you at some point tomorrow, and we'll shift this thing. Okay, so we're back again. It's the next day, and as I said, I've got my booster, a little GB40 Noco Boost Plus. Perhaps I'll do a giveaway on one of these at some point. Yeah, maybe. See how the channel goes. Cracking little thing. I want the bigger version really. This bump starts the car no problem, but I need a bit more use out of it. It'll only do three or four bump starts until it's dead. So I want a bigger version really. But anyway, it does the job for this. So climb up. Open that bonnet. I've got the key in my pocket. Yeah, I talked about yesterday, well, earlier in this video, all this rad pack was pushed back by the crash bar, pushing it all back, and all over this, do you know, mechanism. This is your gear linkage. So it comes up and down, do you know, all over for all your gears, and it was stopping it from moving at all. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. Works for perfect now. No damage to the gearbox that I can see. So yes, right. Let's just start it up briefly, just for a second. So I just want to check that it does attempt to move before we run it up to the unit. Now it ain't gonna go far because the other side, as I will show you, is still strapped down. So I've got the key in my pocket somewhere. Should have plenty of power now. That charger's fully charged. I just want to see, like I said, it attempt to move. Anyway. Oh yeah. It's nice to move. No problem. Okay. Right, I'm going to turn it off, get it up to the unit, we'll get it indoors, have another quick look. Alright, there we go. We have a run and drive Mini Cooper S with added John Cooper Works bits. And actually, it felt really nice to drive. There's no power assisted brakes for some reason, so I need to look into that. But it seems to feel nice. Clutch is perfect, it's really low bite. Gearbox shift's perfect. Like I said, the brakes work, but they're not power assisted. You can tell you got to press them hard. But yeah, happy actually. I think this is perhaps my new favourite car of the cars I've done salvage repairs on. And you know, quite a few of you said about getting this on a dyno, which we are 100% going to do. We've got to, haven't we? Let's find out what power it's running. So we'll get it on a dyno when it's done. And I'm even thinking about, someone else also mentioned, perhaps do a track day in it. What do you think to that? So, depending where it is in the country, you know, some of you can come down if you want. Have a passenger ride. Might be something nice to do. So let me know what you think about that, doing a track day in this car before we sell it. And now also, someone posted on the first video, I don't care what you say, there's no way that chassis leg's not bent. Well, look, I don't lie to you guys, because if I do, at some point you're going to see it regardless. You know, because when I pull this front end apart, you're going to see that chassis leg. So, why would I lie to you? So there you go. Can you see any damage on this side? You can look down the length of it. This end piece, alley piece, comes out the chassis leg, so we'll be able to see even better. But it looks perfect. Again down that side. And on the inside. No damage on that chassis leg. So yeah, there we go. I hope that puts your mind at rest, shall we say. You know, the way you said it on the channel wasn't very nice and you got yourself banned, didn't you? So there you go. I've no problem people questioning me, but do it in a nice way. Don't be all arsey about it, because I'll be all arsey about it back and just ban you from commenting. So anyway, chassis leg not bent, simple as that. So I thought quickly, before we finish this video, let's leave the booster on and let's just scan it, because we might find out then what the issue is with the power assisted brakes, and just give us an idea of what we're tackling, what we're diving ourselves into here. So let's have a look. I've left it scanning, so it should be done now. So we've got 8. It would appear we've got 8 modules. I'm trying to, so a bit wobbly, so you can see them. Oh, it's a bit harder on hand. So just go straight into the top one. We're going to have an whole host of codes. Oh, well that's an epic failure, isn't it? Let's come back on, but let's see if we can be a bit quicker. It's turning itself off because the battery's so low, it's trying to save itself. So come on, if you quit scanner, we'll get through it before you turn yourself off again. I'll let it finish scanning and then we'll come back into it. Right, we're back in. So yes, car access system. This is the fault code for the window. That's an easy fault code. You just need to open the window fully and close it fully so it learns its limits, and that will go. Digital motor, I don't want to... No, that ain't there, so... ABS, dynamics, blah blah blah. Oh. I don't think it's very happy. No, it's because the ignition's turned itself back off again. So we're just getting this SRS one. That's fine. And yeah, that's fine. So yeah, it's the battery issue on the brakes, by the looks of it. Fine. They're all pretty much issues with the... Oh, that's gonna be the end of that. Yeah, it's all fault codes relating to voltage issues, which is the problem with the flat battery, basically. Simple as that. If the car was running, it would probably sort itself out, but I can't run it because of, well, you can see why, no airbox. Inlet manifold smashed. I don't want anything stuck in there. So yes. So we're going to have to dive straight in and get this thing completely ripped apart and go from there. But like I said, a lot of the parts I'm going to be getting from Minitech in Bury. They're sorting me out with some good prices. So like I said, don't forget, if you need any parts for any Minis, they've also got a couple of the electric BMWs. I can't think of the name. Is it i3 or something like that? I can't remember now. But they have a few of them there as well. But they're predominantly Mini, and they have everything. Like I said, if they haven't got it, they can get it for you. There's a lad there called Joe. If you ring up and ask for him, he will he'll sort you out. And like I said, I can't thank them enough really. They've helped me out a lot with this car so far. And I'll be in touch again for some more parts soon. But it's got us to the point where I needed to get it off the truck and in the unit, which is what we've done. Runs and drives. I'm very happy with that. So that's gonna be it, isn't it? That's gonna be it for this video. Next video, we're gonna rip the complete front end off and really find out what's going on behind there. I was hoping we could maybe repair this intercooler because I've got the pieces to go in that, but I think this side might be a little bit too far gone. You see, it's only alley. You can get alley welding, and it's not going to be seen afterwards. I can't see any damage on the actual, you know, bars. A couple of the fins, but that doesn't matter. But it all depends really what it's like on the other side, what the back side is like. Because like I said, they're not a cheap item, and if it has been mapped, which I guess it has, we need to keep that uprated intercooler to keep it cool. Otherwise we might have intake air temperature issues. But right, we're going to leave it there. That's the next video, get the front end off, really get into the nitty and gritty of it. Alright guys, there we go. That's going to be it for this video. Proper like this car, I tell you. Can you imagine if that's got about 300 horse? It's going to be a right little pocket rocket and probably a hoot on a track. Obviously front wheel drive. I don't know if these came with a diff. Or if it's had a diff, I don't know, but we're going to find out, aren't we? Because it'll definitely try to spin up the inner wheel coming out of corners, won't it, that way, if it's got anywhere near 300. So yeah, I think, yeah, tell me what you think about track day. I don't know what the local one is round here. It'll be in Cheshire. So I'll check. I can't remember the name of the track. I've done it before in a 200SX, 360 horse. No, was it? Oh no, it was my mate's 400 horse 200SX, I think it was. Can't remember the track name now, but it's in Cheshire, so it'll probably be that track, I would have thought. So if you're in the area, should I say, and you want to come down and have a meet up and perhaps have a passenger ride, depending on how many of you turn up. Yeah, but we'll talk about it in the future. Let me know if you want me to do it or not, and we'll get it planned. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.